guys, it's Stephen, the Carnivore Pastor. And as I told you in a video this past week that I went and had my blood drawn, my yearly lab work that I get done, and was able to get all my blood work back and meet with my doctor and go through my blood work. And so I wanted to kind of just take this opportunity to sit down with you guys and kind of go through my blood work and see the things that were good, the things that were okay, and the things that we're continuing to work on in our carnivore lifestyle. So let's just dig it right into it and get started. My blood work was done on the 27th of July, and so it was done. It was a fasting blood work because I know that's the protocol way to do that to get the best results. And I'm quite pleased with a good bit of what I'm seeing. My CBC panel, our hemoglobin, it was 18.4. My hematocrit was 53.8, which my doctor was very pleased with, and so I was glad to get that report. My glucose level was 93. Last year, around this same time, I did blood work and it was 88. So my glucose is up from 88 to 93. And so I'm pretty pleased with that. My potassium was 5.4. Now it is 4.9. Doctor was pleased with that. My testosterone last year was 1432, and now it is 1452. Now, before some of you stroke out and go, man, how is your testosterone so high? Well, I do need you to know that I do, and I have said this before, that I am on testosterone replacement therapy. For years of stress and the condition that my body was in, my testosterone had gotten so low, we were almost in the 100s. Pretty bad shape several years ago. And I started treating then. My functional medicine doctor, who is also a licensed physician, started working with me later on, and he's one of those that doesn't believe so much in what the average is he wants us to be optimal. And that's what my wife and I both work on, is being optimal in how we feel. And for me, I have been able to get mine to an optimal level. Now, I will say this, that over this last year of being carnivore so strong, and now going almost on 2 years total, that I have been able to decrease the amount that I'm taking, as I have been not only with the changing of my diet, but now doing regular weight resistant training, that it has gone up. And so I'm able to even lower the amount that I'm taking. And my goal is to continue to work on lowering that, but still being able to feel optimal in my testosterone. Now, what really matters is not just the testosterone level, but what is the free testosterone that your body can use. Well, last year it was 26. Today it's 33.8. And so you can see the increase in that. Now, one of the things that everybody wants to know about is the cholesterol, because so many people make so much about cholesterol. And in 2022, which was last year, after only being probably carnivore for a few months, my cholesterol was 218. To this time on my blood work, it is at 268. Now, I know some people will go crazy over that. Oh, your cholesterol's too high. But if you study and you research, you understand that that's not a big deal. It's not so much the cholesterol amount. There's so many other factors that go in. If I went to a regular doctor, they would probably want to put me on a statin. My doctor, who is a doctor, but also functional medicine, looked at those numbers and he's like, no, I don't have a problem with that. Let's break it down. My triglycerides last year were 101. Now they're 59. So come on, man. My HDL was 42 last year. It's now 55. Doctor still feels, man, this is amazing. My VLDL was 18. Now it is 9. And my LDL was 158, and it is now 204. And so my cholesterol levels are great. My doctor is pleased with it. He likes what he's seeing. I will say this about my functional medicine doctor. Love him greatly because he listens to me. He knows I'm a researcher. I can send him stuff. He'll research. You know, he's not completely convinced of the carnivore lifestyle, but he has, you know, as he says, you know, I can't deny your blood work and how you're doing with it. And so I have been able to get him to say, even though he thinks I'm doing great on it, he does say that it's not for everybody. In which I get, hey, it's not for everybody. Some people may feel great doing something different. This is how I feel great and how it's changed my life. And so my doctor understands that, and he doesn't just, you know, close his ear off to me being carnivore. He knows that it works for me and what it's doing in my life. I do want to give my A1C. My A1C last year was 5.2, which was great. Well, this year is 5.1. And so once again, you know, I'm feeling great, better than I ever have, probably since my 20s. My 30s were rough, my 40s were rough, and up until a couple of years ago, it was rough. But now I'm feeling great. I'm feeling wonderful. My vitamin D, 25 hydroxy, last year was 55, and now it is 81.2. I do not take vitamin D supplements. So my vitamin D is excellent. Now here's an area I do want to give, because one of the things that I've shared so many times is I dealt with a lot of inflammation in my body. I've shared the autoimmune disorders that I've dealt with psoriasis, psoriatic arthritis, IBS, and that did not happen overnight. That was years of abusing my body with the way I was eating and doing those things that led to that. And so now, just coming around, 2 years with carnivore, we're still working in those areas. Even as great as I feel, I still deal with some areas. I still have, some places of psoriasis on my body. I still have two. I still have some IBS issues that I'm dealing with. But I know that it's getting better, and it's going to continue to get better as I continue to put the proper human diet in my body, and I continue to exercise and do the things that I do. And I'm not saying you have to exercise. That's fine. I exercise, as I've said before in my other videos, mostly because I have so much energy. I got to do something. So I started working out because I enjoy it very much so. But the C-reactive protein, which is these are markers for inflammation. Last year was 2.75. Well, right now I'm at 4.33. I'm actually working with my doctor, and matter of fact, I'm going to be talking with him later on today, because we're going to be talking about some more things I can do to help get these markers down. Now, all the C-reactive protein does It doesn't say where the inflammation is. It just says you have inflammation. Well, I kind of know where some of them are. I know that it's not in my heart area. It is in the autoimmune disease disorders. So we're still working on that. My homocysteine, which is another marker for inflammation, is 32.4, which is very high when we would love to get it at 14.5 and under. So these are areas that I'm still working on. I still feel good, but I know that I still have the issues, not as bad as they were, but I still have the issues of inflammation, and we're working on that. And I'm believing that we'll see continued great results as I continue this lifestyle. My fasting insulin last year was 9. Now it is 3.2. And so doctor is very pleased with that. And so, that's kind of my blood panel. There's several other things on there, but these are the ones that I wanted to just kind of point out to you that I hear people talk about a lot. I'm pleased with where I'm headed and what's happening. My doctor is also. And so, it's just about continuing to do what we do, continuing this lifestyle, continuing to do the things that are different than I used to do, to get myself optimal and being the best place in my health. As I tell people quite often, the best person to be in charge of your health is yourself. Do your research, do your work, do the things that you need to do, and not just lean totally on a doctor to do that for you. You need to go after it. You need to look into your health. And I'm the best advocate for that, is me, for my health. And so I'm very pleased with where I'm at and look forward to, as I like to say, the best is yet to come, and know that each time I have blood work done, the blood work is there to give me an indicator of where I'm at, what I need to work on more. I still find things that sometimes I'll try that inflame me. I'm not sure if I shared this, but found out that black pepper was something that inflamed me. And so I had to eliminate black pepper. I've been able to drop down to white pepper, which has been a lot better. And so those are just some things. Cheese, we've told you before, I love cheese, but cheese does not love me. And so I've eliminated cheese from my diet to help me feel optimal. And so I'm very excited about this. So I want you to, if you haven't, get your blood work done. Get a baseline, which was last year for me. Even though I've been getting my blood work done for about 4 years, I'm going to see if I can go back and find from 4 years ago my blood work and kind of compare it to now. I know it's a lot better in a lot of areas. And so I encourage you to do the same. I think it's good indicators to help you know where you are, where you're headed, because sometimes we look at the scale, sometimes we look at the weight we've lost, and sometimes it's not about the outside, it's about what's happening on the inside, and the best way to do that is through our lab work of our blood. So anyhow, there you go, short order, my blood work for 2023. I'm happy about it, working on some more areas to make it better, and hey, this is my lifestyle. It's not about something I do just for a month. It's not a diet. It's my lifestyle. And so I encourage you to hang in there with what you're doing in your journey and know that your best is yet to come. So until my next video, make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. It really would help me out. I'm trying so hard to move my channel up. I'm around 344 at the time of this video of subscribers. My goal is to hit the 500 mark, and then I'll go from there. But please like it, share it with other people that they may come in and subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell notification so you'll know when I put out new content. But until the next video, God bless you.